Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Seeing Funny John. Now, I just have to make this one because I just found out. And it turns out it's been happening for like 2 months. But sadly, since I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, everyone should know that I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I am a big fan of him. I actually claim him as a friend because I grew up with him when I was 3 years old all the way to sadly 19. And also, I'm Homer Simpson's fan too. I'm like, both of those are like the closest best friends I ever had. I mean, they were with me ever since I was actually very little. So, three, yeah, you can say at three, you can actually say even more than that. So, I'm here to actually talk about this new album, Xscape. So, when I first just found out, which was a few minutes ago, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I was thinking, yeah, I got Escape all. Yeah, I can understand that. And then I looked at the listing, and I have the listings right here. Love Never Felt So Good. I just listened to it. I enjoyed it. So they're actually now finally releasing A Place with No Name. They're finally doing that. And they're releasing Blue Gangster, which I'm like, oh, holy crap. No freaking way. So now I can actually delete the one that was unofficial. Which, I don't know. Maybe I'll delete it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. So yeah, there's like many other ones. So it's kind of weird. It's like the first one you'll get, there's only 8 songs, but if you get the deluxe, sorry, that was a little blip. You get 17 songs. So I know I'm gonna actually get the deluxe edition bonus tracks because, well, just get 8 songs is kind of stupid. Really is. It's kind of stupid. I mean, you could at least found 2 more songs, and that is what I really am making this video about. It's the fact that you have 2 songs that could actually go good with this. I would say at least one of the 2 songs I want to actually have here, besides maybe even a third one to actually be a truly official. But here's how it goes. I think Serious Effect should actually have been in this song, in this album. Why Series Effect? Because Series Effect and Escape, those 2 songs actually came out at the same time. And they were actually on YouTube at the same time. I think Series Effect deserves to be released completely. I mean, it did get released, but it was only in single form, not actual form where lots of people are able to get it. So when you're like me, a guy who actually was a kid back then, and you had all the singles coming out, how the frick do you think a little kid is able to get a single? A 7-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old? How in the world was I able to get the freaking singles if... See? See? So, yeah, I think Series Effect should actually have been the 9th song. And then after that, the 10th song could be a toss-up between Someone Put Your Hand Out, which that was released. That was actually released in the Best Buy one where you actually had to buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The only place you can actually find history and the Ultimate Collection is at Best Buy, which I don't get it. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But anyways, yeah, you're able to get Someone Put Your Hand Out, but I think that one deserved to have an actual release of its own. And to think of it, there's another song too that they could have chose. But let me go with the one that I already hadn't thought, which is Shout. That one's a good song. I love that song. But the sad thing is that looking at this lineup they got here, I don't think that actually would really, it could actually fit in there. I don't even think it actually can fit. So, but Shout actually was one of the ones that I had to kind of, well, a friend actually gave me that one, but sadly I didn't get to have the official release of it, which kind of sucks. With that said, the last one is On the Line. Yeah, that one was actually in the Ultimate Collection as well. That one deserves to have a release of its own within a album instead of the Ultimate Collection, which I'm okay with the Ultimate Collection. It's kind of cool, but I would rather actually have albums with the songs in there instead of actually having to go get the Ultimate Collection, which has like many things in there. Let's see. Yeah, so that's why I think someone put your hand out most likely won't get a release of its own. And that's, yeah, so some of the ones that it's like the lost ones, they won't actually get a release of its own because, well, guess what? Some of them are actually in the Ultimate Collection, which that's the reason why they won't actually get an album release of their own, which I think they should. So you won't have to go all the way to Best Buy and basically say, "Hey, Best Buy, do you have the Ultimate Collection of Michael Jackson?" Oh yeah, it's right there. We also got History for some reason. Yeah, we somehow cornered that. Which I'm like, what the hell? Why you guys are the only ones who have that freaking CD? What the is going on here? With that said, am I gonna buy this CD? Yes, I'm actually will buy this CD. I will buy most likely the 17 one instead of the $8 one because, yeah, I mean it really is kind of, yeah. And I guess the cool part about the whole singles thing, which Love Never Felt So Good actually was a single. Yeah, so they just released the single today, and that's how I actually found out about this album. And if only the singles were released just like it did back then, if they did it the same thing they did right now, I would actually have some of the singles. But of course, the internet back then is not as good as compared to today. So, yes. So thank you for listening, and I might actually do another Michael Jackson video to actually talk about all the songs that you should have if you're an ultimate Michael Jackson collector fan. So thank you for listening, and see you soon.